Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Rashida here. So guys, in today's video I'm going to show you the different types of plants any plant parent can start with. Guys, I started my journey of plants like 6 months ago. If I'm not mistaken, I started doing house plants in April of this year, and I'm going to show you my best plants which haven't given me any hard time. And among all the plants I have, these are the plants which I can recommend any new plant parent to start with. Okay, let me show you one by one of the plant, then I'll be letting you know the difficulties, challenge of each of the plant. Okay, let's start. So guys, the first plant we have here, it's a pothos. Yeah, I got this plant like 3-4 months back, and so far this plant is one of my favorite plants which I have. I don't do much, guys, about my plants. I won't lie to you. I don't do much. What I do is watering them in time, yeah, and giving them enough water. And about the fertilization, I think I did fertilization of these plants like 3 months back. So I haven't yet given them fertilizers, but you can see how this pothos of mine is growing. This plant, I could recommend any new plant parent to grow this plant. You see mine, it's looking so healthy, nice and lovely. So this, it's a yes for me. Then over here we have this chondrine. And guys, this chondrine, before it was inside my house, and what I noticed, the leaves had somehow dried up. Okay, let me show you on this leaf. You see, actually the leaves which dried up, I took out all those leaves. So ever since I decided to put the plant here at the balcony, it's doing so well. So what I can say is this plant needs enough light. But apart from that, it's a very nice plant. Then over here we have a snake plant, which is one of the favorite plants I have. Reason being, it's giving me new babies. As I talk right now, you see guys, there is a baby there which is coming. Then over this side, we have another one there. This plant, it's like, again, 4 months old. Ever since I got it, I think it's like 4 or 5 months old. So over here we have again this snake plant. Guys, I don't know why this snake plant it's not growing the same as the other one. The other one is doing so great compared to this one. This one is a slow grower. Yeah, it's a slow grower. Although it's a snake plant, it's surviving, it's looking healthy, but I do not understand why it's not growing the same as the other one. So down here, we have this chondrine, and this plant again, when it was still inside the house, somehow the leaves were drying up. As you can see here, you see guys, the tips of the leaves were kind of drying up. But ever since I decided to bring the plant here at the porch or balcony, it's shown great progress. So, and we got a second stem over there. So I think these two plants, this chondrine and these ones, they need enough lights. And being that here at the porch, they get enough lights. So as for now, they are doing so great. So I would say if you are a plant mom, a new plant mom, yeah, you can plant these two chondrine plants. Then guys, over here we have this jade plant. I don't know about the jade plant because you see these stems down there. It's me who planted them, but I don't know if they are growing or not. That jade plant, it's not drying up, but it hasn't shown me much progress compared to the rest of the plants. So I may say this jade plant, it's a slow grower plant. Yeah, it's a slow grower plant. Then over here we have this plant. I don't know the name of this plant, guys, but it's also a good plant. In case you know its name, help me put it in the comment section. Being that I'm a new plant mom, I don't know most of the plants, and most of the plants I have here, I don't buy them, so I get them from people, and those people where I get the plants also, they don't know their names. So this plant, it's a yes for me. That plant had got affected by the manures. I remember I was giving manure to my plants. 3 months back, I decided to put that plant and this one in a bigger pot. So when I was mixing the soil, I think I over mixed the fertilizer in the soil. So that plant was damaged. Yeah, but now it's growing well. Yeah, it came back strong and looking so pretty. So I would say if you are a new plant mom, that is one of the plants you can start with, because even if I had killed them by the too much manures, it has grown back. You see, guys, it's looking so pretty, although I don't know its name. Then over here we also have this one. Yeah, I had also killed this plant, but I don't know the name too. I got these two plants from my neighbor, and my neighbor doesn't know their names as well. This plant, by the time I had killed it, it had only one stem. But as I talk now, we have 5 stems, and I'm so sure it's still giving me more stems. So far, they are doing so great. And I would also recommend any new plant mom to start with those plants. Over here we have this plant. I'm sorry, I also don't know the name of that plant. I just gotten that plant like a month ago from my auntie, but so far it's doing so great. It had no roots. Yeah, then I decided to propagate it. How I propagated it, I had to put it in water until it got the roots. When it got the roots, then I decided to put it into the soil. But right now it's doing so great, guys. Are you seeing it? Yeah, it's doing so great after just 1 month. Then over here we have this plant, which is growing so nicely. Yeah, it's also doing so nicely. So I'm sorry, guys, even if I don't know the names of this plant, but let me just give you this video in case you see this kind of plant anywhere. Just get it and you plant the plant, because trust me, they are easy to be taken care of. As I've told you, I don't do anything to my plants. What I do is just watering them, maybe, and cleaning the plants. So I usually do the cleaning every after like 2 months. Yeah, but for the rest, I don't do that much. Just watering them, giving them enough water. So that's what we have over that side. And then guys, up here we have this spider plant, which I love. Guys, I got this spider plant again like 3 months ago. My boys are making noise. My neighbor, I have a neighbor here who has this spider plant. So it's where I got this plant 3 or 2 months ago. But so far this spider plant has grown, guys. You see? You see? It has flowers. I love how this plant is growing. So this is a yes, a super yes for me. In case you are a new plant parent, a spider plant, it's one of the plants which I could recommend you to start with. Then over here, we have this one. I will say this plant, it's a slow grower compared to the rest of the plants, kind of slow, because the plants which I got this plant with are doing so great. I'm not saying it's not growing, but it's a slow grower plant. Yeah. Then over here, guys, I got this plant 4 months ago. It had no roots. I just decided to put the plant in the soil. Even I didn't think that it will grow, but trust me, it's doing so great. Yeah. Okay, let me take you to the other side. So over this side, we have this Monstera. One thing I know about Monstera, okay, it doesn't give a new leaf that often, but what I know, every after a month, you get a new leaf. So for the Monstera, it's a nice plant, easy to be take care of, but somehow it needs patience because you don't see a new leaf that often like the rest of the plants, although it's an easy plant to be take care of. So I would say if you are a new plant mom, a Monstera, it's a yes from me because even it's a nice plant. It looks so great. So we have mine here. So far we have gotten these two nice leaves and I'm so sure you see there, that's a stem. It will get me a new leaf after like a month. So for the Monstera, you have to be patient. So, and over here we have this ZZ plant. Before, the ZZ plant wasn't doing so well, but all of a sudden it changed. As I talk now, we have a new stem coming. You see it, guys? You see, guys? That's a new stem coming. As for now, we have two stems, but we have a third one, which is coming. Then guys, this plant used to be one of my favorite plants because between it was one of the first plants which I got. Among other plants I have, this is the only plant which has been affected once by the plant disease, but apparently I was able to treat it and right now it's doing so great. So even though it was affected by the plant infection, it's a nice plant, easy to be take care of. One thing I love about this plant, it's giving me new babies. New babies under there, new babies. I don't know if you guys, you can see them. Babies, we have like 5 babies under there. So it's a nice plant as well. Then over here, we have this lucky bamboo. This lucky bamboo, it's a slow grower. Yeah, it's a slow grower, so it needs some patience. Although I don't have any issue with it, just it's a slow grower plant. Then over here, guys, we have this Philodendron. Yeah, this Philodendron is one of my favorite plants I have. What I don't know is, I don't know why it's growing. Like, I thought maybe it will give me more stems, but it has one stems. And whenever I see the videos, other people's videos, they are Philodendron, as in the same type as I have. They have other stems, but I don't know why mine has only one stem, although it gives me a leaf every after like 2-3 weeks. We get a new leaf. So this is an easy plant, guys. Yeah, most of the plants I have here, they are easy plants for new plant parents. Then guys, down here we have this African milk. Ever since I got this plant like 6 or 7 months ago, it hasn't given me any progress. Any progress. No progress. It's not drying up, but it's not showing any progress. So this African milk plant, it's a no for me. Then over here we have this lucky bamboo. Guys, before this lucky bamboo had a lot of leaves, but I mixed the soil and the manure, which was too much, and they burnt my plant. But apparently, as for now, it's doing so nicely. You see, guys, I had leaves even down here, so I had to take off all those leaves which had dried up. But as for now, it's doing great. Yeah, so it's a yes for me. Then over here, it rained at night and I think it has darkened this pot because I've just cleaned these flowers, but I see this one is so dirty, so I'm going to clean from here. I'm going to clean them. So we have this corn plant. Maybe for some people, this corn plant may be a yes for them, but for me, this corn plant, it's a slow grower plant. So in case I'm to buy the plant again, I cannot buy a corn plant. Although njirekawo nga weeri, but it's a slow grower plant, which I wouldn't recommend to anyone to buy. Over here we have this plant, which I got like 2 months ago. I don't know its name. Yeah, but it's doing so well, guys, that plant. Okay, for those plants which I just get from my neighbors, I don't know their name, but for some plants which I buy, I know the names, because when I buy it from the plant store, I always ask what kind of plant is that. So for those which I usually get from my friends, relatives, or neighbors, I don't know the names. Then over here we have this, oh God, I'm forgetting the name. Arrow something. I've forgotten the name. I also got this plant from my neighbor like 2 months ago, but the plant is doing so great. So this plant, it's a yes for any new plant, ma'am. Then over here we have this agava. Yeah, is that the pronunciation? I'm not so sure. But also that plant, it's an easy plant for any new plant, ma'am. Okay, so we go up and I show you the rest of the plants. Guys, see that view. Guys, up here we have these 3 plants. This is a jade plant. Okay, it falls into a jade plant. This plant, it's a good grower, so easy to take care of. Guys, if you have been following my plant videos, you could see the difference of the first video I gave you about my plants. In this video, this plant has really grown a lot, and I just can't wait for it to fill the whole pot. I just can't wait. It's an easy plant, it grows so fast, and it's a nice plant. Then over here, between I got this plant, this one and the other one on the same day, but this one, it has failed to grow. Actually, it had dried up. What I did, I had to change the soil. So I decided to change the soil, and I was able to put it in new soil. So probably now it will grow, but it was dying. It was really dying. Before, it had a lot of flowers. You see those flowers? It was all covered with flowers, but the flowers had dried up. The plant was drying, and I didn't know what the problem was. So what I did, I decided to change the soil. So probably it will start growing again. And over here we have this plant, which I don't know the name. I just know the local name, that it's called Mubiri here in Uganda. I love how it's growing, guys. I'm going to give you the view of it from down there. I love how fast it's growing. Between, this is a herb. Here in Uganda, it's a herb, but also you can use it as a plant. So that's what we have over there. So guys, I just wanted to give you this view from here. You see? Yeah, this view from here. I love how this plant is growing. I love how it's growing. You see? Yeah, so far it's doing so great. So this is what we have over here. And down here we have this plant. I don't know the name of this plant, because I had gone to buy, is it green pepper? So where I bought the green pepper from, it's where I got this plant. I just took just 2 pieces from the other lady, and this plant is now doing so great. Between, I think I got it like a month ago, but it's doing so great. It was in a smaller pot, then I decided to give it this bigger pot, but as I talk right now, it's growing so well. Then guys, over here we have this snake plant, which is giving me babies, a lot of babies. You see? So down there we have like 4 babies over there. And then guys, over here we have, this is a strawberry. It's also doing nicely. And this plant, which gave me a surprise, guys. I got this plant when it had no roots. And I just decided to plant it for the sake. I didn't think it will grow, but it really, really surprised me. You see? We have stems, leaves. So far, it's a good plant. So over here, we only have these are onions. Then this is a spice pepper. Then the meat and my green pepper, which has given me a pepper. Yeah. You see, guys, we have a green pepper over there. And this plant, I don't know its name, but it's also not growing. It's not growing at all. It's not showing any progress. So guys, then over here, this plant has really surprised me because in my previous video, this plant wasn't showing that much progress, but all of a sudden it got bigger bigger leaves. And as I talk right now, it's doing so well. And over here we have this lucky bamboo. This lucky bamboo had dried up, but as I talk now, it's doing so well. Then over here, this is a herb, yeah, which is also doing so great. This plant, I had to plant it again because I do not understand why it's not growing. So I had to cut off the leaves. Then I decided to plant it again. Then over here, we also have this plant. It's also doing so great. I got this plant like a month ago, but so far it's doing so great. So I've also just planted these ones. These are pothos plants. So probably they will grow. Then over here we have this a herb. Yeah, so I don't know the English name, but in the local language they are called obakawunyira. I'm not so sure. Then over here we have the aloe vera ichigaji, which is also doing great. Then my rosemary, yeah, and the dragon plant. I don't know if it will grow or not, so I'm just leaving there for it to survive. If it grows, it will grow. If it doesn't, then I have nothing to do about it. So guys, that's it. That's it about my plant. Let me just give you this view of all the plants. Yeah, so that's it. That is what we have. So in case you are a plant mom, or in case you are a new plant mom, at least have shown you the different types of plants which are easy to take care of. Then over this side, we also have this. So what I'm going to do today, it rained, and I want to do the watering because we are going home for Christmas. Yeah, when I'm leaving home, I usually tell our caretaker to help me take care of the plants, as in the watering. So I've already told him he's going to help me water these plants until I come back. So when I come back, guys, I'll give you a video and I'll show you how our plants will be like. So I'm going to say goodbye for now and see you in my next video. I love you.